What's going on? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. Speaking on, NFL draft spotlight today. Georgia running back Sony Michel. It's getting a little bit more interesting, and we do two running backs today. If I get to two draft spotlights, which I should, this is the first I'm doing today. And Sony Michel is a hell of a running back. He was a him and the Chubbs guy. We're tearing it up at Georgia this year. Excellent vision for him. Makes good reads. He got powerful lower body. He can break tackles. He got breakaway explosive speed, but his 40 doesn't show the same as his game speed. His 40 is a 4.54, but I believe he plays faster than that, and he's able to break tackles in the open field. His vision is good. So one thing, if you draft Sony Michel for the Detroit Lions, you will know is if the holes are there and they're not there. There's been some debate about can Theo Reddick, can Amir Abdullah hit the holes? Is the holes there? Is it the offensive line? With Sony Michel, you most definitely know his vision is optimal. It's good. He can find the holes, and if it ain't no holes, he ain't one of those running backs I think that can make something out of nothing. So then you'll know it's the offensive line. And some weaknesses in him. People believe that he's a system running back. And the system that he ran in Georgia, may have benefited him more than other running backs in the draft. So something to look at. They said he's not that good of a pass catcher. That's something he can improve on. Say he got some, he ain't really an agile guy or a really super quick guy. But I think he's good enough. He's good enough to help somebody else back out in the backfield. Can he come in Detroit and help? Yeah, I think he could. He's I think he was a blue chipper. He been balling since a freshman at Georgia, so he been born ready. He really what is his 4.54? If that's concern people, which it don't, because he plays faster than that. He also is strong in the lower body. He able to break those tackles in the lower body as well. So that's very important that he's just not a China doll out there where you get a hand on him, he just fall on his face like some of the running backs we have right now. Amir Abdullah. He can break some arm tackles. He can, make something happen. Sometimes they say he's a little bit impatient and he gives up on runs prematurely, but he don't take that many losses from when I see him on the hard film. With not the highlight but the big film. He gonna get you some yards and go forward. And I think he's deceptively strong as well. He had 22 reps at the combine. He breaks a lot of tackles at the line of scrimmage and in the secondary. And when he get to running wild, it's just not his speed. His vision is very good. He able to break tackles. He able to keep his balance. Arm tackles in the leg. He's strong enough in the lower body to catch his balance or break through him. And he got a lot of long touchdowns. And with a lot of long touchdowns come with being able to break arm tackles and tackles in the second level and the third level. He's definitely powerful enough to get through those DBs, especially one-on-one. I've seen several times on film where he make the DBs look stupid. Even if they faster than him, he's able to shake them off, especially when they go high and continue to keep running and reach the goal. I think he's projected to go anywhere in the middle, from second to fourth, third. I think more of a second, third type of thing. So when you look at him, it ain't no first round decisions you got to make. It's basically when you get to those running backs in those second, third, fourth round, it's preference. You got a Kerryon Johnson. You got his partner Chubbs. You got the Royce kid from Oregon. You got Naheem Hines from North Carolina State. You got a lot of different running backs. They could slide to the second, third round. You got Darius Geis. They say he make a slide to the second and third round. It's a lot of good running backs. So the Lions did miss on good running backs last year. They missed on Alvin Kamara, the Jamal Williams kid, I believe, from Green Bay. Christian McCaffrey had a successful year. Leonard Fournette, they could have moved up for both of them. He had a highly successful year as well. Dalvin Cook was successful before he got injured before playing us. So, this year seems to be, mimicking what last year running back class did. And I think it's very, very positive for the Detroit Lions to have another great running back class. And also acquire LeGarrette Blount and possibly blink on one more running back. I think Sony Michel falls in the rounds where the Lions were looking to take a running back, which is the middle round, second, third, or fourth. And I think he's underrated. I think if he were to run a 4.3, he probably would be in the first round. But he got 4.3 game speed, look like. And also on top of the speed, he might not be as quick. He got some power for that frame. He like 216. So he ain't all small. He kind of reminds me of a Tevin Coleman from the Atlanta Falcons, which we might talk about a little bit later. And I think he'd be a good pick for the Lions. Especially in the middle rounds. I think he might be a steal of the draft. And I'm not worried about the 40 time. I'm not worried about his impatience. A lot of stuff you can teach. Running backs to be patient and set up blockers, but he already got vision, and we need a running back with vision. Blunt is the bolder. We need the agile back. The catching kind of scares me a little bit, but I think if you ask him to catch and practice with him a little bit, he can be a good catcher. So that's our draft spotlight on Georgia running back Sony Michel. We gone.